By December 1914, the Great War had already shattered the optimism of a quick victory. Along the Western Front, hundreds of thousands of men lay huddled in frozen trenches, separated by a desolate strip of mud and barbed wire known as no man's land. The industrial scale of the conflict had turned the landscape into a graveyard. Yet as Christmas Eve fell over the Ypres salient, the machinery of death ground to a sudden, silent halt. It began with flickering lights along the German parapets, not the flash of artillery, but the soft glow of makeshift Christmas trees. Then, through the biting winter air, came the sound of Stille Nacht. Across the divide, British soldiers listened in disbelief before responding with carols of their own, their voices rising from the earth to meet their enemies in the darkness. On Christmas morning, the impossible became reality. One by one, soldiers who had spent months trying to kill each other climbed out of their trenches, unarmed and vulnerable. They met in the middle of the frozen wasteland, shaking hands in the mist and exchanging what little they had: tobacco, chocolate, and buttons. For a few brief hours, the uniforms they wore mattered less than the shared misery of the front lines. They used the temporary peace to bury their dead in the frozen soil, side by side, and in some sectors, they reportedly kicked around makeshift balls, playing football in the very mud where they had recently fought. It was a localized, spontaneous rebellion of the human spirit against the rigid orders of high command. But this flicker of peace was as fragile as it was profound. General headquarters on both sides were horrified by the fraternization, fearing it would destroy the soldiers' will to fight. Strict orders were issued to resume hostilities, and as the holiday passed, the snipers returned to their posts. The Great War would continue for nearly 4 more years, claiming millions of lives and hardening hearts across the continent. Yet the Christmas Truce remains a haunting testament to a moment in history when humanity chose to stop, if only for a night, and recognize a brother in the enemy. It stands as a powerful reminder that even in the depths of total war, the impulse for peace can never be fully extinguished.